Hi, Jefferson 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. It's Miss Golden. I miss you. I want to talk to you today about growth mindset. I'm going to read you a story in a minute, but I wanted you to look at this poster that I made with some things that I like to say to myself when I'm having a growth mindset. I can do this. I will do my best. Keep trying. When you have a growth mindset, it means that you have a positive attitude about doing something that's hard for you. It also means that you do things all by yourself. Raise a quiet hand if you want to do more things on your own and not have all the adults in your life nagging you about getting things done. Me too, friends. That's why we're going to talk about more independence in your life. Okay, so today we have this amazing book called Your Fantastic Elastic Brain. Okay, it's about how your brain is a muscle and how when you work your brain, you get better at doing things on your own. Let's take a look. What does your brain really do? Does it fill the space between your ears? Hello in there. All I see is pink stuff. Well, yes, but your brain can do so much more. Your brain helps you think and remember and name what you see and what you hear. It lets you move your body and feel both touch and emotions. Your brain does all the things that make you, you. Likes red foods. Favorite word is elbow. Ping pong champ. She's so unique. Talking about her. Knows global landmarks, good at science, enjoys reading pirate books. What are some unique things about you? Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet Organ. So what is your brain? Is it a muscle? No, the brain is an organ in your body. It's made up of cells and tissue. The brain controls everything you do, everything you think, everything you feel, even everything you dream. Hey, I had that same dream. Sometimes that happens. The brain has many parts that do all kinds of different jobs. The cerebrum, the hippocampus, the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, and the cerebellum. Whoa, that pink stuff is busy. Yeah, that's a lot of different parts. Let's take a closer look at that. So the cerebrum, or the cerebrum, is the largest part of your brain. It helps you think and speak. The cerebellum is a small part of the back of the brain that helps your muscles to coordinate your movement and your balance so that you can walk, ride a bike, or play tag. The prefrontal cortex is part of your brain behind your forehead. It's this one right there. It lets you make plans and decisions. The hippocampus, see it there, is at the center of your brain. It works like a file cabinet to help you store and find memories. The amygdala is a tightly packed group of cells deep within the center of the brain that controls your emotions. This is the part of the brain that I talk about a lot since I like to talk about feelings. This is where your feelings and emotions are stored in your amygdala. Here's some feelings, right? Neurons are everywhere in your brain. They are tiny brain cells that make electrical signals to send messages to other cells in your body, telling them what to do. Okay? Those are important. When you were born, you were very little. Your brain was small and not so strong. As you get older, your body grows and gets stronger. As part of your body, your brain grows and learns to do new things. And you can make your brain do even more. Your brain grows very fast during the first 10 years of your life. This is the magic decade, when you can help your brain grow faster and be more powerful. Just like lifting weights helps your muscles get stronger, learning new things strengthens your brain. How cool is that? You can give your brain a good workout by trying to learn many different things, like elastic bands that stretch when you pull them, even things that are hard at first, or that you don't like to do, or they don't do very well. Get easier when you keep trying. That's where this stuff comes in. That's why I gave those examples. When something's really hard for me, I like to say, I can do this, or keep trying, or I will do my best. Think about the first time you played soccer, or the first time you played anything that you now enjoy. You probably couldn't kick the ball far or make many goals, but as you kept going to practices, you learned more about the rules of the game and followed your coach's directions. The muscles in your legs and feet got stronger. Your movements were more coordinated, and you could run farther and faster. Learning more and practicing what you learned let you play better and have more fun. Practice really does make perfect, or at least much better, right? There might not ever be such thing as perfect, and that's okay, but practicing really helps. It actually does make your brain stronger. Even when you make a mistake while you're learning something new, you are still training your brain. You will remember that mistake and try something else until you get it right. Making mistakes is one of the best ways your brain learns and grows. So doing things on your own is a really important thing without the help of adults, because it means you probably will make mistakes. And if you make mistakes, then you're actually learning. So it's a good thing to make mistakes. If you aren't willing to risk being wrong, you won't take the chances that stretch your elastic brain. This is my dog Wallace. He really likes this book. You can stretch the part of your brain that controls your feelings too. If you are frightened about taking a risk, like learning to swim, finding the courage to put your face in the water, stretches your amygdala. It will remind you that you overcame your fear, right? So you will be braver the next time something scares you, like diving into the water. Your amygdala, remember, is the feelings part of your brain. So your body's going to remember what it feels like to swim, and it's going to remember that because it's going to keep the memory and the feeling so that you know that you're safe the next time you go in. Learning something new causes the brain to grow more connections among the neurons. With more connections, the neurons can send and receive more messages. These connections help to stretch a part of your brain and make it more elastic so that it can hold more information and ideas. How does the brain stretch and grow? A word that begins with neuro has something to do with the brain. A sculptor molds, shapes, or carves things out of clay or wood or stone. So you shape your brain when you make it bigger by adding new things you know and can do. You are a neurosculptor. So every time you do something new, you're adding more of those neuron connections in your brain, and that's what makes your brain stronger. So right now we're trying a lot of new things at home, and one of the things I want you to try to do is more things by yourself, which can be a lot harder without the help of adults, right? Make sure what you're doing is safe, but make sure you try it by yourself first, because it will make your brain stronger in the long run. When you learn something new, you're building on what you've already learned. In the same way that the muscles in your body work together when you want to lift a heavy object or kick a ball, the different parts of your brain work together when you're learning something new. Remember, the amygdala makes you want to learn to play the piano, right? Because that's that feeling that you have that you want to try something new. It's a good feeling, right? The cerebrum helps you to decide to practice, helps you make those decisions. The cerebellum calls up the memory of watching and listening when your piano teacher showed you how to play a new piece of music. Then your cerebellum sends messages through neurons to the muscles in your wrists, hands, and fingers so that you can hit the right notes. The next time you play that piece of music, the parts of your brain and body will know how to work together, and you will play the song more easily. The brain that makes you, you really is an amazing organ. It controls what you think, do, feel, and remember. Your brain is growing very fast during your first 10 years of life, and now we know that you can help it grow too. Friends, we didn't know all this information, like not even that long ago. When I was a kid, a little while ago, right, we still didn't even know all this information about the brain. But there's a lot of really cool scientists who are working on brain science who have helped us discover what each part of the brain really does. And when we know that, then we know how we can become more independent, how we can make that brain stronger, right? And how we can really be ourselves. When you try hard to learn something new, connections grow from neurons and attach to other neurons. Then your brain can send messages faster, making part of your brain bigger and stronger. How cool is that? Making mistakes really helps you learn because your brain keeps trying new things and stretching until you figure out the answer to your problem. You are shaping a more elastic brain when you learn new things that build on what you already know, right? So you might already know that to play baseball, you have to use a bat to hit a ball, right? But maybe your body doesn't know how to actually hit that ball in a way that makes the ball go far, right? But the more that you practice, the better you're gonna be at it. The more you learn and think about different kinds of things, the more you can learn, know, and enjoy. The harder you try without giving up, the more you will learn. You really can train your brain to be fit and strong and to keep stretching and growing throughout your whole life. Not just when you're a kid, when you're an adult too. So you can share this information with the adults in your life, okay? Yay! Woo! So this is your Fantastic Elastic Brain, Stretch It, Shape It by Joanne Deek. So what I want you to do is try and think of one or two things that are really hard for you, and I want you to make a plan for yourself. How am I gonna work to find time to practice that thing that I wanna be better at? Remember, making mistakes is actually a good thing. When you try that hard thing, I want you to try to do it by yourself. And when you do and you make a mistake, be proud of yourself because it means that you're learning. It means that your brain is getting stronger because you're trying something new and hard and you're making a mistake. Scientists have proven those two things actually make your brain bigger and stronger. So making a mistake is a good thing and you can keep going. You learn from your mistakes and you'll get better at it. Great job today. Nice to see you, Jefferson, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. Hope to see you soon.